things I have to say in this video have the potential to completely change your life. I know these things, once I started applying them, completely changed my life, which is why I'm so confident that it will have a positive effect on yours too. What I'm talking about is becoming a quantum personality. Now, before I get to that part, I feel that I need to explain what the meaning of quantum personality is, because that also happens to be the name of our channel. Quantum personality basically refers to someone who does things that other people can't understand, who's so effective, who's so efficient, who does such superhuman feats that other people simply label him as a freak, as someone who's an anomaly. The thing is that most people throughout their lives live far below their true potentials. The thing is that most of us, and this is the sad part, don't even realize that we are living below our true potentials. Just think about it. I'm at that age, I'm 26 now, where just around 10 years, 12 years ago, when I was in school, the world seemed like an oyster to us. The world was our oyster. We could do anything we wanted. People had dreams. People wanted to do stuff. And slowly, as I got older, and I'm 26 today, I've been working for the last 4 or 5 years now. I started noticing that people's dreams started vanishing. Their world started becoming smaller. People's thoughts started becoming very routine, very regimented. And over time, I realized that the feeling that the world is your oyster, that feeling just wasn't there anymore, at least in most of us. So what happened? Why did that feeling go away? There are a few of us though who still manage to retain that feeling, who still manage to retain that feeling of, yes, I can do anything and everything that I want to achieve. I can do it through sheer hard work, through planning. I can achieve it. That's what a quantum personality is. Someone who doesn't only focus on their strengths like the world tells us to do, someone who actually doubles down on their weaknesses, because that's where you're able to harness your true potential. That's how you're able to push through that artificial ceiling that our minds create for ourselves. That's what makes them different from the crowd. They're the people who run ultra marathons. They're the people who do superhuman feats. They're the people who crack major deals for businesses. They're the star employees. They're the star entrepreneurs. They're the sports people who achieve great heights for their teams. They can be in any field at all. But the point is that these people are a cut above their colleagues and other people around them. Not because of talent, not because of luck, not because of anything, but because of their will, because of their strength of mind, because of their character. And that's what quantum personality, this channel, is about. Because these are the principles with which I have lived my life for the last 10 years or so, since I actively started looking into becoming a better person and growing as a person every single day of my life. The other guy you see on this channel is Colonel Sanjay Pandey. He is my mentor. He is the person I have been working with since the last 4 years. I work with Colonel Pandey in his company. And both of us, I know for a fact that he has lived his life with these principles of becoming a quantum personality throughout his life. And so both of us are going to be sharing our experiences on this channel. So I spoke about how you can what exactly is a quantum personality. Now you might think that this seems to be quite a lot of big talk coming from a 26-year-old guy. And you are right. It is a lot of big talk. The point is that I have, through my sheer experience, through my own experience of pain, of suffering, of driving past obstacles and achieving the things that I wanted to in my short life, I have embodied these principles and I have learned how to become a quantum personality. I have to admit, my life till I was around 21, 22 was quite easy, was quite cushy. I was born in Delhi in 1995. My father is a retired army officer, and we lived in different parts of the country. We lived a nice army life. It was only when I was 22, when I had graduated from college, that I realized that if I wasn't going to wake up and smell the coffee, it wasn't going to be good for me. That I was going to be relegated to a comfortable life because I was working right out of college in a nice, very high paying job at a multinational consulting firm. So while it gave me all the status and everything that a parent would dream of, that friends would look up to, it wasn't making me happy. While it made me look good on the outside, it made me miserable on the inside. And so, around the age of 22, I decided that I was going to do the thing that I really wanted to do. Because if I wasn't going to be high risk at this stage of life when I was young, then I would probably not do it ever. And so at that time, I decided to leave my high paying job and come and work for Colonel Pandey at his startup. I moved from my nice apartment into a small room closer to work. I did it against the wishes of my parents. I did it against a lot of tremendous pressure from friends and family who all told me that I was making the wrong decision. And that's another thing, by the way, of trying to become a quantum personality, trying to do something that is uncommon, is that people that who are close to you are most likely going to hold you back on this journey. And that's something you have to be ready for. So, over the course of the last 3 to 4 years, I have dealt with tremendous personal and professional anguish, I would say, if that's the right word. On the personal front, I've never really had much support, even till date, from my parents for the kind of decisions I've taken in life. On the professional front, well, all I can say is Colonel Pandey is as tough as nails to work with. And while it's been an absolute great learning experience, I haven't been happy all the time. In fact, the first 2 years, 2.5 years of working with him, I was miserable every single day. He made me feel like the dumbest person in the room. Now, just imagine for a 24-year old guy what it does to your self esteem. You've been living a relatively easy life, coasting through life, and then you come to a point where every single day you wake up and you're criticized and you understand how far you are from the benchmark, from the standard. And that's what comes with working with a hard taskmaster, with working with someone with a no nonsense professional that really forces you to raise your game and become a better professional, better entrepreneur. The only thing I would tell myself in those days was that this is what I came here for. This is what I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I wanted to learn about entrepreneurship, and that's why I came to Colonel Pandey. The only thing I would tell myself every single day was that if he tells me to pack my bags and leave, fair enough. But until he does, I'm going to try again tomorrow. No matter how bad yesterday was, I'm going to try again tomorrow. And slowly, over time, one by one, I learned everything there was about working, about running a company, about becoming an entrepreneur. Whether that was sales, marketing, business development, operations, logistics, human resources, finance, research and development, you name it. I did everything by myself, learned, and then rose up. How does an entrepreneur think? That's one of the major things that I have learned over the last 3 years, 4 years that I've been working with Colonel Pandey. And so all of these things, these were hard fought lessons that I had to earn over time. They didn't come easy. They were extremely painful lessons. I would make the same mistake 6 times over the course of a year and I would curse myself. How can you be so stupid? How can you do the same thing over and over again? But the point was that over time, because I simply refused to give up, to throw the towel in, my mind started expanding, my capabilities started improving. And slowly, ever so slowly, the pressure started to ease off. This massive pressure that I felt every single day, that started to ease off. And now that's an analogy that has been with me throughout my life. That's an analogy that has never stopped me from pursuing my goals, because I know that there is this pain that all of us feel at the start. You may have not exercised for 6 months and it's your first day back at the gym and everything feels so hard. You just want to quit within 5 minutes. That's just your mind telling you what you can't do. It's your job to tell your mind no. It's your job to keep pushing forward. Because only when you do that is when your mind starts to realize that he's going to give up. So I better adjust. That's what happened to me. And that's been my outlook now for my life. Since all of these experiences granted me this knowledge that if you keep on pushing past the pain, past the suffering, that is how you become a quantum personality. So, for all of you watching this channel, if this sounds interesting, if this sounds like something you would like to start inculcating in your life, then your first day, your first step towards becoming a quantum personality starts today. I have been doing this for the better part of my last decade. I know for a fact that this is what Colonel Pandey has lived throughout his life. So allow both of us to show you the way. We can't make you a quantum personality because there's no end goal, there's no end state. Till the day you die, you're going to be working, working under a lot of pressure, working under friction, pushing past the pain, and pushing yourself to become a better version of yourself. So there's no end goal, it never stops. But allow us to be that starter, to be a little bit like kindling for your fire. Allow us to help you on this path towards becoming a quantum personality. See you on this channel. My name is Shubhankar, signing out. Bye bye.